Welcome back. It is 6:44. Police officers often called to scenes where emotions are high and decisions must be made in seconds. Little Rock Police Department says they are getting ahead of the curve by investing more time in training that is focused not just on force, but communication and de-escalation. Tamer Knight got a first-hand look at one of the department's most valuable tools.
Well, Hayden, de-escalation tactics are taught from the textbook, but LRPD's TI machines allows recruits and officers to be able to transfer textbook application to actual physical reality-based training. Now, full disclaimer, everything you're about to see is fully simulated, not real situations or weapons.
When we respond to a scene, the outcome of the scene is highly based on the decision making of the individuals that we're talking to.
The responsibility of a police officer is to effectively enforce the law, ensure public safety, respond to emergencies, and fight crime.
Because at the end of the day, we come into contact with some people that they're having their worst day. They're having some of the worst days of their life.
Sergeant Van Thomas with the Little Rock Police Department says it's emphasizing de-escalation tactics, slowing situations down, and communicating effectively whenever possible.
Is that your vehicle?
If we can properly communicate with them, and if they're willing to actually respond and listen properly, the objective is for everyone to go home safely.
Through a mix of classroom instruction and hands-on scenarios,
we train our recruits not only in firearms, but we also train in OC spray and taser.
Excuse me, can you put down the knife? Simulation technology also helps recruits and officers train for realistic situations.
This TI machines provides them with the opportunity to actually implement the categories of firearms, OC spray, and taser to understand when it shouldn't be utilized.
With the use of the TI machine, LRPD say they are able to continuously assess their officers.
This tool not only provides us with the opportunity to work on some of the soft skills that's absolutely needed in today's time, but it helps the recruits learn how to utilize de-escalation tools, problem solving, and also just verbal communication.
What's your name? However, LRPD says the process is a two-way street.
Once again, our job is to come on a scene, assess the scene, try our best to de-escalate, communicate, and talk with individuals. However, based on the decisions they make will ultimately sometimes dictate the decisions that we're forced to make.
I love that.
This was so fun to do. The reality of it being fake but so real, the simulation was really real. She shot the gun and there was like real gunshots, but at the screen it was like pow, pow, pow.
Right.
Like, what do I do?
Yeah, almost like a golf simulator. People are familiar with that sort of thing.
Very similar, just a little bit more violent.
Right, right. But I
a little more nervous in that one.
I imagine too, though, that folks come in, they're like, I can do this, and
Right.
then they see that maybe it takes a little bit more training, a little bit more time and development.
Yeah. And this is only like one part of the actual training that they use for de-escalation. They also showed me where they put like a rag over an officer's head. There's a guy that's drunk and they have to like kind of get back, sir, get back. And it's like real life situations.
So every situation you can imagine.
You could think of, they're teaching it in the academy.
They never know what they're going to encounter from day to day.
Right, and then also when I did the last story with the physical ability test, a lot of people were asking, well, does the officers that are already on the force have to do this? The answer was no, but for this, recruits and officers do this at least once a year to kind of refresh their memories.
Just to get recertified, I would imagine.
Every year.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Well, it's amazing how they can use technology to, it's like, hey, this helps you out in the field when you never know what you're going to understand and kind of have to deal with as police officers.
Yeah,
so.
and it keeps those skills fresh.
Man.
And that also says a lot about technology and where we're headed, guys.
Right.
Crazy.
It is. There's all kinds of things out there, that's for sure.